snipers?
Well, I think the person who had brought it up on the panel last said it was kind of like when you're hung up on a certain ex or person you've been with, and it like kind of makes it impossible for you to date. At least that's what I took from it, and that's what I feel like happened to me. Like I could meet somebody,
All right, I'm in the game.
and I would just look for problems in them because I would be comparing them to him. So yeah, like, so I've been single, like I said, I've been single for 2 years, but about a year ago, I guess I was kind of in like, we weren't boyfriend, girlfriend, but we were seeing each other. But yeah, that didn't work out, but that wasn't, I think due to my ex, that was part of the reason, but also he was a little bit too them.
Wait, can you put attachments on guns yet? Oh,
the
Yeah.
relationship with
exactly like
the
COD.
guy, why did that one break up?
I hope
Many reasons. I think.
this might be really easy to impress me with snipers, but I just want a fucking sniper that sounds good, dude.
I just want my M60.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, okay, so don't take this as gospel, but as far as I know, the M60 is in the game.
it's in the game?
As far as I know, don't take it as fact, but
Open.
so the Battlefield Reddit or subreddit posted a picture of the gun list, so it should be relatively accurate, I assume. It's the E6, but that doesn't really
I think
make a
maybe
difference.
distance played a part into it. I think also I was kind of a hole to him when we were in high
that's
school.
whatever.
That probably played into it. I think
What was it in?
also, so
Was it like the
another fun
E4
fact-
in
E4,
Battlefield 3?
Yeah, or whatever Battlefield's before it was.
Great
E4.
ideas can come from anywhere. With Wix, you decide where they go. Put your ideas into play with AI and watch them shape every aspect of your website. Explore as many layouts and designs as you want. Then zoom in and dictate the mood and vibe. And when it all comes together, launch your idea into the world where it belongs. It's your business, your website. You do it yourself. On Wix.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sportship.
I have a child. He has two children. So there was some baby mama drama on his side that also.
Tech support is needed on the marked objective.
You have a child from him?
Not from him.
So, thank you.
It's nice that if
Oh,
you
they have an
reload,
Oval
you don't
Office set.
lose
Yeah,
the
yeah.
entire fucking
I didn't know
magazine.
what he meant by that. So, do they? What's the pollster's name? What's the pollster's name with the fake Oval Office? Frank Luntz. Frank Luntz. Frank Luntz. With his fake Oval Office. It's so weird, man. It's so weird.
Fire
Space comma Digger says Side Scrollers has a video on the bill in Cali. Okay, noted. John says Biden used to do his on a stage. Okay, noted. Gotcha. Jared the American says husband on the back. Lol. I wonder if Trump intended that. Buddha dead. Could you imagine him versus Vance in 2028? Democrats have no good choices. They really don't, and they're in very bad shape. And that will continue. And it will continue because of the mindset of them. And, you know, Trump right here, Trump is still floating the idea of Trump 2028. Look at this right here. He's not letting up on that.
Can you put the key in here?
shit.
Whoever's taking it? That's important enough for you. Do you have your key? Okay, good. I had this one for you, but I like that box better. And that,
Y'all playing support.
you know, you're not allowed to run a bid. So,
I'm by C.
everyone, I'm 28 points higher than everybody wants me to run.
I'm not gonna push that too hard. So, came back.
So this guy's one more year.
Are you playing assault? Holy
Fellas,
fuck.
come on, grab what you want. It's okay.
He said including us. So good. Trump's like, I'm 28 points higher than anyone.
You know, you're not allowed to run a bid. So, because everyone, I'm 28 points higher than anyone. Everybody wants me to run. Including us. It's funny. So this guy's agrees to do 4 more years. So it's sort of cool. Fellas, come on, grab what you.
How can you not love this man? Like, his ability to trigger and troll the media is next
shit.
level. It's absolutely phenomenal. Ben Johnson
Tank is
says,
literally
Trump
right there.
protects PDS. Why are you guys not mad at him right now? Ben, I will be so mad, but in order for me to be mad, you need to send a minimum of a $50 super chat. And I will get
Those guys
so
back,
mad at
back
you.
there.
But you gotta send a $50. Like, and that's not my rule. That's just how it works.
Waste that.
So if you could send me a $50 super chat, I will get so mad at Trump. You will be unbelievable. It will be unbelievable how mad I am at Trump. But only for $50. That's minimum. But in the meantime, Brock with 50 gifted memberships. F5's in the chat. Brock in the house. 50 gifted
Dude, they got
memberships.
E behind us, man. What
And
the
another
fuck?
appearance from Anna Paulina Luna. There you go. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. There it is. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
they're all
just
behind us,
a
dude.
great video. It's a great video. It really is. It's a great video. Very educational.
They got an
thank
enemy
you,
tank
Brock.
over there.
And laughing, man. Holy crap, man. 100 gifted memberships already. And I'm probably going to get a $50 from that one
Yeah.
guy so we can get mad at Trump. Any Trump haters in the chat, like, I swear, like, I'll get mad at Trump if you send me a 50 and tell me you get mad at Trump. I'll be like, Trump,
Oh, fuck.
you're orange man bad. We'll cancel Trump. We'll cancel Trump, okay? Packy Proton says co-creator of Unit 199 scanning in, sir. Hell yes.
It's Jocks.
That's what's
Fucking
up.
team
Yep,
just
you
gave
got.
away that
If
fucking
you wouldn't tag me
objective.
in that, I would have never saw that.
Why?
Which means that we would have never gotten to this place right here. So shout out to you, indeed. Thank you, Packy Protons. But yeah, Trump 2028. Listen, man, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Is there no compass on the screen?
I don't think Trump, like,
That's interesting.
clearly he can't. He's not, you know.
Yeah, I don't see one.
He can't run, but what's he gonna do, man? He's gonna make it interesting, okay? That's all I know. I don't think he will run. I don't think he will attempt to run. But I also don't think that Trump is just
Sniper.
gonna let this go. I just don't. I mean, look at this right here. Breaking. Trump's approval rating is 14 points higher now than at any time in his first term. I mean, he is.
Yeah, this team sucks.
Yeah, you gotta do it yourself. There's a tank right here just camping by the fucking rock, bro. Can I message that guy? Tell me he's a fucking faggot. He's head glitching a rock in a fucking tank, bro.
You can't even fucking poke your head up, man. They just got snipers camped over there. Dude.
Objective Echo is under hostile control.
This guy took my goddamn kit, dude.
Do we not have any jets or anything? We have a helicopter, but he ain't doing shit.
These people don't know how to play tank or fucking helicopter. It's like the guy's in the tank, but he's not even moving out of spawn, man. Like,
Yeah, he's being like a bitch. He's allowing them to push up.
drone engineer. So hopefully I can get a tank.
Wait, do you need to be engineered to get a tank?
No, but you know, the engineer has the repair tool, so.
Fucking medic!
Just look quiet.
Wow.
What's cool is you can still use LMGs as an engineer, or like you can use whatever gun you want.
Defensive position is needed on the marked objective. The enemy still hold more objectives. We must take action.
Oh my god, this gun is fucking on a laser beam. That's some horse, bro. Uncle Bad Touch. What is he like going unbelievably negative? He's on 2, of course.
Be advised, hostile
Whoa.
forces are still controlling the fight. Break their hold.
Guys over there. Guys behind us, like, cause he's.
God.
Dude.
Okay, guys, we have eyes on an enemy vehicle in your area.
Does the LMG guy? Is he the one with the ammo?
Yeah, support is the one with the
Bro, his fucking uniform blends in perfectly with that wall.
His popularity is through the roof right now. And he is more popular now than he has ever been. He's more impactful than any president in history. And I hope people understand just how monumental his cultural impact has been. because his cultural impact is probably the most important thing he's done in office outside of shutting the border down. Trump's cultural impact is through the roof. Had this one right here. Right here.
These fucking tryhards, man.
Trump didn't just save gamers, he might have saved the West. This is probably one of the most important executive orders that he signed. Censorship of people, organization, companies, artists, etc. cannot be instituted by payment processors anymore. Doesn't matter if people hate Nick Fuentes and people who make distasteful artwork. Promoting the censorship and debanking of these people will actually lead to the collapse of the West. Without the free exchange of ideas and thought, no matter how distasteful a functioning society cannot function. This is huge, man. This is a
just
huge,
knew
huge
exactly
thing.
where my head was gonna be.
Holy Harley Dave for a 50
dude.
gifted
Fucking bad. We're getting
membership.
slapped, man.
I'm starting to think that you guys like seeing Anna Paulina Luna on this screen. That's what I'm thinking.
This is by far the worst team I've been on so far.
And I'm going to agree with all of you. Okay? I'm going to agree with all of you. Whew. But we have a video on.
Does the
this
chat
right
pop up
here,
on your
because
screen?
I guess like
Yeah,
that
it
video
does.
is like an Asmongold
Yeah,
video.
so
I
I
think it's the video that
autism
Az
or whatever.
reacted to right here.
Where?
19 meters away, I just got shot right there.
Trump just signed an order that can save Steam.
Unbelievable.
I'm just gonna play sniper.
Games are being censored, not by Steam though, but by the banks that handle the money. This new executive order is the first legal step in stopping this. Recently, if you haven't heard, some games were removed from the Steam store. This wasn't because of a bug or a developer's choice. Instead, it happened because of big team like MasterCard decided that a few games were a reputational risk. This is a bank rule that lets them pressure a company like Steam to remove any games they don't like. As a result, the banks that handle the money for Steam got involved, create
And this is again, this is the same issue with 2A
Oh, what the
and
actual
anything
fuck
else.
is
Once
going
you
on
start
with
opening
this?
the door, they will take everything. Once you start going, well, we have to censor this thing because it's bad. And then you start moving that discussion to where, well, if we're going to censor this, we should probably censor that. And if we censor this, we should censor that. And it kind of goes back to where I talk about words. Oh,
This
the
game
N
feels
word. We
way
can't
less
say this
jittery than
word.
previous
Okay.
Battlefields.
And guess what? Now, there's a new word we can't say. Oh, there's a new word we can't say. Oh, there's a different word we can't say. And at some point, we're not going to be able to say any fucking thing. So that's why you can't give anything to these clowns, because they're not interested in doing things to protect the kids. They're not doing things to protect the children. That's not what they're doing it for. They never have and they never will. And whenever they use that argument, you know that they are straight up lying.
a chain of pressure that led to the games actually being removed. This is a big deal because it shows that a third-party company that handles the money, not the government or Steam itself, is now deciding what we can and cannot. This kind of power is a form of digital censorship. Steam is especially concerned because a new rule was recently guidelines that gives them the power to remove content that may violate the rules and standards set forth by our payment processors. The thing is, the Steam situation is just one example of a much bigger problem. It's part of a growing trend of streaming companies debank is when banks or payment companies close accounts or refuse to work with people and businesses for reasons that aren't actually about money. The censorship we're seeing on platforms like Steam is very similar to how banks
which is what happened to Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes was debanked. I don't know how, I don't know if this is like literally every bank or whatever. It doesn't matter if it was literally every bank or it was just one bank. I don't know the specifics of his situation, but the fact that he was debanked is absolutely
when you,
insane.
processors are
Yeah,
essentially saying, if you don't remove this content, we'll stop working with you, which means you can't get paid. This
before
This is a
witnessing
direct
this.
financial threat. It's what itch.io
Dude, how is that not hitting him?
said they had to act urgently to protect the platform's core games infrastructure.
No bullet? Yeah, I can't hit this guy at all. He's not even moving.
Games. It would prevent
Bullet
customers
just
from
can't hit
buying games and content upon the White House announcement calls this politicized or unlawful debanking. And highlights that some financial institutions
This guy's fucking
Damn, dog.
teammate just walking in front of me and I can't even fucking shoot.
Political or religious beliefs or lawful business activity. So this isn't just about video games. Something similar has happened to cryptocurrency companies, legal gun stores, and even anime stores. The White House announcement points to other examples as well, such as when federal regulators suggested banks flag individuals who make transactions related to companies like Cabela's and Bass Pro Shop. These payment networks are essentially the roads of the digital economy. By controlling these roads, these companies can stop anyone they disagree with from doing business. Even
Yes, somebody just said it in the chat with you had Ripa with that whole situation.
Kind of
with
pissed me off
PayPal,
that
and
we'd
then
have to wait
recently,
until October.
Who was it that's just had a PayPal issue as well? Who had a
Gives them a lot of time to change a bunch of shit they don't need to.
Right? ArtCat? Did he have an issue with PayPal? And this is like very basic shit that there it is. Yeah, you got it. Right. This is a this isn't as widespread as some people may seem to think it is, but the danger that we are facing when people start being silenced over their voices is insane. Say whatever you want about Nick Fuentes. I don't care. I don't care if you love him. I don't care if you hate him. The man should never have been debanked. Like, didn't he have a guy come to his house?
Damn, dude, the fucking there's no filtering in the chat. That's sick.
Kill him, and that guy actually killed other people before he came to Nick Fuentes' house. Now, is that because, you know, maybe he was financially hit by being censored and he didn't have, you know, he didn't have the resources he needed to have the proper security he needed? I don't know if that was the case, and it doesn't really matter if that was the case. The fact is that he should never be in that position to begin with where he's being debanked. So now that opens up the questions of, like, does this guy even have the level of security that he needs, considering how, you know, how hated he is online because of
Where do you
his
still in that
takes.
game? Would you leave?
Insanity.
if they haven't broken any real laws. So to fight back against this, President Trump has signed a new executive order called Guaranteeing Fair Banking for All Americans. This is a direct response to what the president's office calls systemic abuses by financial institutions that undermine free expression and economic opportunity. This new rule tells federal groups that watch over banks to stop using vague reasons like reputational risk in their guidance and manuals. The order is specific, stating that regulators must remove the use of reputational risk or equivalent concepts that could result in politicized or unlawful debanking. From now on, banks must make their decisions based on clear financial reasons. The order also directs federal banking regulators to review banks for any past or current policies that encourage politicized or unlawful debanking and to take action, including charging a fine. The ultimate...
I want to remind you, all of the people that cried when for years I talked about President Trump and how I was in the nerd gaming geek world and how people are like, I can't believe you're trying to bring politics into this. Well, you stupid motherfuckers, it was always part of this. It was always part of this. If Kamala wins the election, we're not having this conversation. In fact, this is getting
dog.
So this was always part of the conversation because the left decided to start bringing their real world opinions into the world of entertainment. It was always part of it. All of you pronoun fucking weirdos, all of you blue-haired land whales, all of you fat, ugly motherfuckers who have no fucking social life whatsoever, until you sit online all fucking day crying about Orange Man bad, go fuck yourself, since nobody else will, but I was right the whole time.
The goal of this order, as stated by the White House, is to ensure that no American should be denied access to financial services because of their beliefs, affiliations, or political views. This is meant to prevent any financial unfair treatment and give fair access to banking for all legal businesses and So how does this new order connect directly to our problem on Steam? This is where the details of how payments work become really important. As Valve confirmed in their response, MasterCard didn't go directly to Valve and tell them to remove the game. MasterCard communicated with acquiring banks. These are the banks that handle money for businesses like Steam. MasterCard cited one of its rules, Rule 5.12.7, which says that a business can't process transactions that may damage the goodwill of the corporation or reflect negatively on the marks. It's important to note that Visa has a very similar rule, just showing how this is a widespread issue across the payment system. This is a perfect example of a vague reputational risk clause. MasterCard didn't have to prove the games were illegal, just that they were a risk to their brand. This was in response to a...
Now, the interesting thing is, I commented on this last week on Twitter, and I said MasterCard dealing with gamers is the biggest fuck around find out moment in a long time. And Madam Savvy has been absolutely on point with this. She has been crushing it. But this is always the fuck around find out moment. Do not mess with gamers. The moment you mess with gamers, you're done. You're over with. And this is a true FAFO moment for them. And now you got President Trump, which, listen, man, I love Trump. Huge fan of Trump. Donald Trump's not watching, you know, Geeks and Gamers videos and trying to figure out what's going on in the culture from that perspective. I don't know who is in his ear. I know the meme out there is that Baron Trump is essentially just like, you know, constantly telling his dad what's going on in the gaming world. And trust me, I hope that's true. I hope that Baron Trump is like constantly just going, Father, they're fucking with the gamers. Father, sign an executive order. Fuck them over. You know, it's so good if that's true. It really is.
Number of complaints from actors who collected show. The acquiring banks, fearing that they would lose their partnership with a major payment network, then pressured Valve to remove the games. Valve complied, which is why they weren't fully debanked. So the executive order aims to stop this by forcing financial institutions to justify their decisions based on individual, objective, and risk-based analysis. The key difference is simple. Risk-based analysis is about measurable financial threats. Reputational risk is about feelings and public opinion. The new executive order is designed to stop companies from using the second one as
Again,
fucking loser, bro.
The fact that you got
reputational risk
right
is
here.
about feelings and public
Holy shit, you're about to get
The fact that you got DeChambeau, you got 48 standing behind him,
time to stop
and you got Triple H. This is insane, dude. Like, it's absolute. Trump is the culture. Donald Trump is the culture. No one else is even close. Donald Trump doesn't move the culture. Donald Trump is the culture. The cultural shift that we have seen can never be stated enough. What we are witnessing with this 79-year-old man who makes the weirdest comments in the world, who says the weirdest things sometimes. It's amazing.
Companies from using the second one as an excuse to shut down legal businesses. This could protect game developers from being unfairly censored. So what can we expect now? While this executive order is a major step, it has its limitations. Some might argue that it doesn't mean much because it can't directly regulate companies like MasterCard or Visa. However, the executive order does create a powerful incentive for banks to stop caving to this type of pressure. If an acquiring bank knows that it could be fined by a federal regulator for acting on a reputation, it's far less likely to do so. This could make the vague rules of payment processors effectively powerless. According to Valve's newest statement, they were pressured by these banks, citing the MasterCard rule. So while Valve wasn't formally debanked, they were put in a position where they had to choose between censorship and a massive financial threat. This is the exact thing this executive order is trying to stop. Looking forward, though, this executive order could pave the way for more changes. We could see new legislation like the Fair Act of the Banking Act gain momentum in Congress. This act, which has seen bipartisan support, aims to prevent banks from using objective, non-financial standards when deciding who who to do business with. A law would have way more powers than an executive order. It could directly aim
To put this into perspective,
Hostiles still control more objectives.
we had a dude that was put in prison for memes. Hillary Clinton memes. A dude was put in prison for a Hillary Clinton meme. A lot of people don't know about this. That happened. That happened. But of course, guys, you know, we're just making stuff up about all of these things going on with the evil left. Is he still in prison? No. His name is what's his name? Is it Douglas Mackey? Is that his name? Chat? I think it was Douglas. I think. And he recently got out. I think that he did not. He chose to not get a pardon, or he requested to not get a pardon. Again, it says a lot about him. Because yeah, but dude went to prison over a fucking.
What the fuck is my team doing, man?
Usually stop payment networks from denying service based on a business's legal activities or political views. The details of the bill are designed to force this change. For example, it would prevent banks from making decisions based on unfair and random standards. A legal way of saying a decision made without a good, clear reason. The bill requires banks to have a written, documented report showing a risk-based analysis for all decisions. This means they would have to back up their choices with clear, factual information, not vague concerns about their brand. This would be a more permanent solution, like treating payment companies as essential services. So,
here's the guy right here. This is his name right here. So Douglas Mackey, is that it? And somebody in the local chat says it was a stupid fucking boomer meme at that. I remember seeing variations of it on Facebook every election for about a decade prior. Yeah, it was. It was just some stupid boomer meme is all it was. And yeah, he went to jail.
the pressure from payment processors start to disappear. The new rule on scheme would become unnecessary and could pave the way for return to a more policy on the platform. So although the fight to stop sentiment games is not over yet, there are some signs it might not last forever.
So that was a good video. That is from Water CS2 is the name. So there you go. But it goes back to this thing right here. Trump didn't just save gamers, he might have saved the West. This is probably one of the most important executive orders that he has signed. This is huge. This is what I voted for. This is what I've been talking about for the past decade plus. This is what was so important about having the right leader in this position. And in my opinion, the only person that I can even think about being in this position that could do what needs to be done is Donald Trump. He's the greatest president of my lifetime. He's the greatest president of all time. And he has literally saved the West, and he has moved the culture like no other individual could do. No one has the pull that Trump has. Nobody. He's not even into the gaming world. He said some stupid shit about gamers in the past. I called him out on it. But he knows how to listen. And again, if the theory is true that Barron Trump, his son, is in his ear telling him about all of this stuff, I'm telling you, man, there's not a better story. There's not a better story that's ever come out of Hollywood than this story right here. The story of the Trump family and the Trump dynasty. And with Barron Trump guiding his father to save the culture and save gaming. It's amazing. It really is. And so I'm so happy. But somebody is in his ear that understands these things, and it's not just that, but it's the South Park stuff. It's the way that the administration is handling the South Park stuff. It's the way that Kristi Noem and how she reacted negatively at first, and then apparently someone talked to her and says, "You've got to lean into this. You cannot play the victim." And so she
what a
fully
fucking
owned it.
sick joke,
J.D. Vance
man.
owning
He is
it,
so dead. It's
you
actually
know, and then
unbelievable,
people
but okay.
beyond the administration like Charlie Kirk. This is how you win right here, and it's all because of Donald Trump. So, super, super happy. And all the people that continue to say how, you know, me being a Trump supporter and talking about it during, you know, streams where I was talking about entertainment, fuck you. I will fight the whole time. Nothing you can do about it. You can cry. You can put your pronouns in your bio. You can walk around without deodorant because you smell like shit. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. But the bottom line is I was right, you were wrong, and you're still retarded. And I am too, to be fair. I'm retarded too, but I'm just not as retarded as you with your pronouns in your bio. So we'll just leave it at that. Okay, where are we at here? Market reality, the left brought politics into the culture, such as video games and movies. They want to pretend that their political views are somehow equivalent to reality, but it's not. Now you know why my online name is what it is. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And you're correct. You are 100% correct about that. And listen, man, there's more going on than just that. But like from a cultural standpoint,
dude, how's that guy
Sydney
not
Sweeney stuff has been blowing up. There's been a ton
why is there always like
coverage
4
about
people
that, which I've been
on the
very
team
happy
together?
to see. And I gotta say, I'm starting to have some concerns about something. So as you know, I am a big time Christopher Nolan fan. And he has a new movie coming out about in the next year, The Odyssey. And I've been a little frustrated with, you know, the casting choices on this. And there's only 2 issues I have with the cast primarily. One of them is Ellen Page, or Ellie Page, whatever. But the other one is John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo might be one of the craziest people in Hollywood. And I think he flies under the radar because he's just so irrelevant. Because he's just an irrelevant person. But he is incredibly retarded. Like next level. It's kind of impressive how retarded he is, to be fair. And here he is calling Dean Cain out. Here is John Leguizamo calling out Dean Cain. Now, I'll just say this. If having John Leguizamo involved with your film and Ellen Page, if that hurts Christopher Nolan's project, I have zero sympathy for Nolan. I don't know why he decided to bring pieces of shit like this into his project. He's not known for this type of stuff. Maybe he'll keep them in check.
Dude, why can't I fucking change keybinds, man?
Fucking problem, dude. Like he really is. Here's John Leguizamo.
What kind of loser volunteers to be an ICE officer?
Just take the dump, John. You're clearly in the bathroom. Take the dump, go back into the other room, and then make the video, John.
What a moron. Dean Cain, your pronouns are has been.
Sick video. Be advised, enemy forces have taken objective Charlie.
Dude, Leguizamo is an idiot, dude.
Yo, John, you're doing great. That would be unhinged crustacean John Leguizamo making fun of Dean Cain for joining ICE. Who's more of a loser? Dean Cain, a sworn police officer, signing up to help immigrations and customs enforcement to make the nation a safer place? Or John Leguizamo making unhinged Instagram videos up in his face like this?
Bro, my teammate's just running past people,
Midas
bro.
touch videos and
Okay,
CNN clips like DL Hughley. Bro's entire Instagram feed is an unhinged, manic episode of carefully edited clips that totally feed every leftist agenda you could possibly imagine. And I know what you're thinking, John Leguizamo, you know, our journalistic integrity is top tier. That's why I post videos like this.
Closed.
An open letter to the president from the drummer of Motley Crue, Tommy Lee.
The open letter was not from Tommy Lee, John. Look it up. John, just because Tommy Lee reposted something doesn't mean he wrote the letter. John, this message is for anybody that knows John Leguizamo, take this man's phone away, dog.
The only reason for these mass deportations, who the architect is Stephen Miller, and it makes Trump happy, is racism.
Here's the deportations for the last 5 U.S. presidents, John. The biggest one was Barack Obama. Did he deport 3 million people because he's a racist, John? Or could it maybe have been because if you don't have a border, you don't have a country, John? If a white person jumps over the border illegally and they get deported, is that racism? John! Just take the dump, John. Take the dump. Finish the dump. Shoot the video in the living room, the kitchen. But don't do it right before you're supposed to take a dump, John. For all of us, okay?
That's fantastic. So, I don't know how important Leguizamo is to the casting of The Odyssey, but I know that he was announced for it. And if people decide to not go see The Odyssey because of John Leguizamo, I fully support that. I fully support that. I don't know why. Like, what is John Leguizamo? Like, when is the last time this guy's done anything relevant? Like, when? Tu Wong Fu, maybe? Is that the most relevant thing he's ever done? Why did Nolan decide to cast this clown? You know? I mean, yeah, John Wick. Yeah.
Let's move.
Bond.
Or is this the same?
I just remember him from Tu Wong Fu. Tu Wong Fu. The Happening? Was he in The Happening? No way. He wasn't in The Happening, was he? I really don't remember The Happening.
Objective marked. We need
Was he in The Happening, the Mark Wahlberg movie? That's where the air was like, wasn't The Happening about the air killing people? But we'll see what happens. I do think that I think The Odyssey is going to be a very good movie, but having Leguizamo and Ellie, whatever age in it, massive L on Nolan's part, massive L. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, let's catch some super chats. Where are we at? Simpin on Simpcast says, come to Oklahoma for OU or a Thunder game. I might do that. Harley Day says, Jeremy, there's a meme waiting for you. Okay, I'll check. Matt Fox says, it's literally Andrew Bank. He sells hats and has talking about Fuentes. That's insane, dude. That's insane. Matt Fox says, stuff like this is exactly why I voted for Trump. Kamala would censor more, ban Rumble and alt tech. Tate was debanked too. So was Alex Jones. Yep. Eric K says, prove it that Trump is not. Prove it that Trump is not watching right now. Well, maybe he is. Maybe Trump is watching. Sam says, I call Mayor Pete, but what is it? But sexy. Mr. No One with the Get the Membership, thank you.
How's it not dead?
Trump is threatening to withhold
my
disaster
fucking
aid
clavicle.
to Americans living in cities that are boycotting Israel products. How is that America first? Netflix Yahoo loves his little pet in Washington. Yes,
Even the
Mark
clavicle in the
Wolfowitz,
middle.
I know you hate Trump. I know Israel controlling everything. I know, I get it. I appreciate you sending me $10. I appreciate that. Mossad's not paying good enough, so that $10 is going to help. Marty Gray says, hail to the Push-Crussian Putinit 199 and their frugal and fearless leader, General Jurman. Holy shit. There we go. Thank you for that. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, people still wear their hat crooked like that. John, I guess so. Yeah, but the Israel support thing was debunked, Nandy says. Well, I saw that it was, I don't know if it was debunked, but I did talk about it. I know that the Israel haters would be like, he never talked about it. I fucking talked about that story on the channel when it happened. And this is why I never worry about that group, because that group is like constantly offended over things that aren't even happening. Like, you accuse me of shit that I'm literally doing. You're saying you're not, like, you never covered. I did. I covered the story where, you know, where that was done by the administration. So from my understanding of it, after they were called out for it, they removed it. I don't think it was debunked. I think they removed it after they were called out. I could be wrong, but I think that was what happened. I think it was removed, not debunked. They did respond to it. That's my understanding. That's correct, sis Bud. Yes, that's what I think too. I think. But of course, the anti-Israel crowd will be like, Jeremy never talks about these things. And it's like, I literally just, like, someone said that it was not true.
Wait, what?
Actually, it was true. Yes, the Trump administration got caught on that. Now, was it Trump himself? I don't know. But regardless, he's responsible because he's in charge. Someone in the administration put that in there. And then after the backlash, they removed it, letting you know that the complaints, they heard it. Eric Case is breaking news. NASCAR driver Connor, how do you say that? He was taken off by a stretcher after falling from his car while celebrating his first place finish. What? Really? Let's go, Brandon. See, I don't keep up with NASCAR like I used to. So,
Dude, it's hard to remember what fucking
man,
button it is to throw.
NASCAR used to be great. NASCAR used to be awesome. But NASCAR to me is like, it's Bubba Wallace, Bubba Smollett made NASCAR unwatchable for me because they pandered to this piece of shit, this race baiting piece of shit, so much that it ruined NASCAR for me because of the Bubba Smollett shit. But yeah, I used to be a huge NASCAR fan back in the 90s and 2000s. I was an Earnhardt guy, and then obviously when Earnhardt died in 2001 at Daytona 500 on the last lap of the Daytona 500, which in my entire lifetime of watching sports, the death of Dale Earnhardt is still the most surreal story I've ever witnessed in my life. Like, the biggest star in the sport at the biggest race of the year, while Michael Waltrip driving a Dale Earnhardt Incorporated car was first, and Michael Waltrip had never won a race ever. 400-something starts. His first race with Dale Earnhardt, he's first on the last lap. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is second, and Dale Earnhardt Sr. is third. And in the final turn of the final lap, when Dale Earnhardt was protecting the lead for his two cars, he got a little sideways, Sterling Marlin got into him, shot up the racetrack, hit the wall head on, killed him instantly, his seatbelt broke, his head hit the steering wheel, and he was dead on impact. We didn't know he was dead on impact because I was watching that race live. And yeah, it's the craziest story ever. And then the next week, Steve Clark won in a Dale Earnhardt car. And then I think 2 weeks after that, Kevin Harvick, who took over for Dale Earnhardt, won at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in the same fashion that Earnhardt had won there the previous year. Crazy story. And then Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins at the Pepsi 400 at Daytona when they return. Crazy shit. But anyway, NASCAR used to be awesome. And after Earnhardt died, I tried to become a Dale Jr. fan, and I like Dale Jr. I think he's a really likable guy, but he just wasn't my type of race car driver, so I became a Tony Stewart fan. And Tony Stewart he was just like Earnhardt, and he was a killer on the track, man. Tony Stewart was a killer on the track. Fantastic Snucks, some of you will get that joke. Fantastic Snuck says, while Trump is saving video games, the crusty hags from Collective Shout are crying they're the new Gamergate now. Yeah, Savvy's been crushing them, man. Savvy has been crushing them, and I've been so happy watching it. Not a killer. I know that. I love Tony Stewart. Tony didn't do anything wrong. The crackhead got out of the car and did it to himself. But I just wanted to make a joke, because anytime you bring up Tony Stewart, you're gonna have a bunch of fucking losers going, didn't he kill someone on the racetrack? I'm like, no, okay? He did not. Our boy is back! Fish Titty! This is a normie channel.
Bro, how does he
Fish
fucking
Titty,
melt me
let's
so quick, bro?
go. How you doing, Fish Titty? Everybody welcome Fish Titty for the chat. We love Fish Titty. We respect Fish Titty. Okay. And the Good White says just saw weapons,
call it
not
tank
enough
warfare,
diversity.
dude.
0 out of 10. I do want to see weapons. I do want to see it.
Fucking give me like.
Vault 95 says CobraCast is a great way to close this busy day. Thank you so much. What fish did he just say? Hang on. Oh, Jeremy and Temple love it. Oh, fish kitty. Why can't you be cool? Like, I don't care if you say I love it. The fact that you think I have anything in common with Temple, that's offensive, okay? That's offensive. That's really offensive. But your name is still so fucking cool. It doesn't matter. But thank you for being here, Fish Titty. Mark Andre says, thank you for your streams, man. You unknowingly got me through a lot of stress about and leading up to the election you rock, brother. Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Awesome, man. I appreciate that anybody hangs out here and spend some time here for the Cash Chat. It's awesome, and I greatly do appreciate it. Garfield's Bizarre Bitches, I still like you, Jeremy. You give no F's and talk shit. I don't mind sending super chats to you and G&G. Trump is way better than Kamala, but he is still used by his wicked side. See, this is why I like Garfield's Bizarre Adventure. He can take my shit talking and not cry about it. That's you're fucking awesome, man. So thank you, I appreciate it. And it's not even that you sent the money, it's just that you, like, just being here and understanding, like, how I respond and everything. But that's, to me, like, I just talk to people like I would talk to my friends in real life, you know what I mean? And people get offended over that, then that's their fucking problem. You know, but I just respond how I would respond to my friends. Because that's how I think normal people talk in the real world. You know, they just talk shit, they laugh, they have fun, they argue for a bit, and when it's all said and done, you shake hands and you walk away. You know, that's it. That's it. Ryder Rabbit says, bullshit is good money. If it was, I would do the game. Because I make more in like 10 minutes on CobraCast than I do for a 6-hour game.
Well, if I would come here, I'd die instantly, and then
The
the
reason
next
I say
time I
that's
come
because
here,
JB Spook
no one
Reviews
is
is
here
gaming
at all.
tonight. I'm planning on it. I played a little bit of Battlefield 6, and I gotta say, Battlefield 6 is really good. I mainly play Domination, because when you get on those, again, I haven't played a lot of Battlefield, so like when you get on the large-scale maps, it's just Sniper Central, bro. Holy fuck. It's just Sniper Central. That's all it is. And I don't know if, like, you know, when I play with people that have played Battlefield, maybe they can teach me the better ways of playing the large-scale maps. But, you know, in terms of, like, Domination and the smaller maps, it's, I had a lot of fun with it. So, Harley Day for 50 says, hail, Fish Titty, get in the game. Fish Titty hates my guts, but he's such a legend because of his name. Like, the fact that Fish Titty is now, like, I think the best part of it is Fish Titty has such an awesome name, but he really doesn't like me. So, like, it's fucking great. So thank you.
Maintain control and neutralize all hostile targets.
Cause like Fish Titty's like angrily typing, trying to like make us understand that like Jeremy's a normie and he doesn't know what he's talking about. And all we're doing is laughing at his name. We're not even taking anything he says seriously. We're just laughing at his name. It's like fucking awesome. Slane Hope says John Leguizamo's pronouns are never was. That is very true. Mecha Lekka says Dean Kane replied, video with the pronouns crackhead. Did he? That's awesome. Ariel says, aloha PA Cobra on my wall, on my way, I'm sorry, to pull a Johnny and practice shortcuts, don't kill your friends. I will not do that. I will not do that. Thank you, Ariel. Good to see you. Hi, this is Dudson. Says, thoughts on this year's SummerSlam? Also, why are you this year's SummerSlam, man, here's the problem with me talking about current wrestling. I'm very old school. I'm just very old school, especially when it comes to professional wrestling. I I do not like two-night pay-per-views. I don't like them at all. I think that a wrestling event should be a big spectacle of one night and having the best talent on the roster in one night. I do not like two-night events. I think two-night events has basically, it takes away from the event nature of them. So on that premise alone, it's already a problem for me. I thought night 1 was overall better than night 2. I thought night 2 was highlighted by Brock Lesnar's return. But yeah, overall, man, it's just
But
not
where the fuck did the-
anywhere. Like, current
where did it
wrestling
go?
is bad. I don't like that they're breaking, like, kayfabe is dead. They're exposing the business too much. And it's not that I don't know that it's not, I know what the wrestling business is, but I don't need to be told by the people involved that it's all, you know, a work. I don't need to be told that. You know, some of the greatest, you know, promos in history are at times where I have to watch and I have to ask myself, like, is this real? Are they really mad? Going back to CM Punk and Triple H and all the promos back in the 2010, 2011, 2012, I was really like, do Punk and Triple H hate each other? I think there's real heat here. And there was, but I didn't know that there really was at the time. But the fact that I was asking myself if there was real heat was good enough. I remember when John Cena and The Rock had their promos, and I wondered if there was real heat between those guys because they were doing it so good. But if immediately the next day I'm seeing them talk about everything and laughing and carrying on, then you're destroying the illusion that you're trying to create. So I don't like current wrestling. I just don't. It bothers me a lot. But that's just me. I know a lot of people like it. So, Market Reality says the rookie Clint Eastwood. In the rookie Clint Eastwood, whoever put that color on that car should have their arsehole removed. Response to John Leguizamo. Sean Austin says looks like young Rippa, a character on COD now. What? Bigfoot Papa says Ice Age is Leguizamo's most iconic role, and it's a dead franchise that the last good movie was 15 to 20 years ago or whatever. I didn't even think about that one. Right. Lapto says only death that shocked me more than Dale's was Tom Price's 77 F1 crash, going 180 miles an hour plus, hit a Marshall crossing the track, tore the guy apart live, and was hit in the head by an extinguisher. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not overly familiar with that
Dude, he's just
one.
laying
I love
down?
F,
What a
I don't
fucking...
watch F1 anymore, but
Dude,
like, you know, I
how
used
is
to
there a
watch F1
tank
lot,
right beside
but,
me and that guy's still alive?
You know, there's been
bro.
some crazy accidents in F1 for sure. Nader's Brick says, when you do that $50 Trump angry video, make sure you get your camera on your face while in the bathroom. Pyro Fusion answers, Jeremy, are you muted because you Israeli...
He's still there, he's still there, he's still there, he's still there, he is still there, he is still
I
there.
didn't know where you were going with that shit. No, I'm not Jewish. Babo Yogi says, as commander of Unit 199, I'm a German Jew that lives in East Palestine. So I'm a Jewish Yahtzee Palestinian. I'm so fucked up, or I'm so fucked. Say hi to Netflix Yahoo. Thank you, Babo Yogi.
Fucking autism.
There's way too much going on today. Way too much. And that's exactly how we like it, because it's Trump's America. Trump's America is pretty awesome. So right here, this is glorious, okay? I can't believe that this is real, but this is amazing. Right here, Bill Maher and Dr. Phil. This is some of the best shit you're gonna see on the internet. Now, I am so glad
This guy in
that
front of me,
someone
behind me, and beside me.
finally checked Bill Maher on this ridiculous
Where's my
narrative
team?
that the lefties continue to push about illegal immigrants. I'm so happy about this. This is fantastic. Now again, let's be clear. This would not be happening if Trump was not the president of the United States. Understand that. None of this is happening. Sydney Sweeney stuff is not happening. Dr. Phil calling Bill Maher out to his face isn't happening. None of this is happening without Trump being president. But Dr. Phil calling him out is absolutely beautiful.
Dude, like the guy's 20-0. He's in a fucking tank, and he can't even. He can't win a gunfight unless he's in a fucking tank. This loser. If I could blow up the teammates' tanks, I fucking would.
Yes!
And funded those laws to be executed. They actually paid these agents to go out and do this, and now they're putting their addresses up.
Listen to Bill.
We have tanks, bro.
Yes, that's wrong. Where's your passion for that, Bill Maher? So you're passionate about illegal immigrants, but you're not passionate about ICE officers being doxxed and their families being harassed. This is the problem with the left. You're always sympathetic to fucking criminals, but you don't care about Americans. Did you hear how he responded to that? Well, that's wrong. Well, where's your big fucking monologue about that? Where are you going on a passionate rant about that? No, you're worried about a bunch of fucking illegal immigrants.
Enemy forces have captured Alpha. We are attempting to capture Delta.
And now they're doxing them. They're putting their names, their pictures, their addresses of their families on the internet. They're putting them on telephone poles. So of course they're wearing masks so they don't
Objective Delta neutralized.
the negative actions against ICE agents are up 1,000% in the last several months.
You didn't hit him? Yeah, that was literally a body shot.
If you don't like the law, change it. I don't like that law at all. Change the law.
Why? Why doesn't he like the law? What's wrong with the law?
1,000% in the last several months. 130% they didn't make the law.
Attention. Hostile forces are attacking Charlie.
What do you expect them to do? Just not do their job?
We have neutralized objective Echo.
Change it. I don't like that law at all. Change the law.
Attention. Hostile attack confirmed on Charlie.
Because that is the law.
Our troops are attacking Alpha. Attention. We now control objective Echo. Our troops have secured 4 objectives.
The ICE agents up there, I've seen the files. They've got a rap sheet 12, 14
We have lost control of Charlie.
of child predators that they're taking off the street. These are the worst.
Why are they clapping? It's Bill Maher's audience. That's why they're clapping. It's Bill Maher's audience.
Taking off the street. Who would want
Be advised, hostiles have secured objective Charlie.
No, hold on. Hang on. Answer the question. Who wants those people back in there? No one.
Be advised, the enemy now control 4 objectives.
We all didn't want violent criminals and gangs, but that pivoted to going to Home Depot.
Our troops are attacking Charlie.
First time on the escalator, he said, the rapists and the criminals and some extremely good people. The one standing in front of Home Depot just looking for an honest day's work.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. You're continuing to sit there and act like they're just innocent. They're fucking illegal immigrants. They're illegal immigrants.
Be advised,
Get them gone. All of them. And again, it goes back to like the argument of like, well, we're just banning this one gun, but all the other guns are fine. Oh, well, we're just banning this video game, but all the other video games are fine. We know exactly what that means.
How the
So
fuck
like,
are they
we're
over there
getting
if it's
rid of
outside the
the
map?
violent criminals. No.
The fuck?
Get rid of all of the criminals.
That even makes
You're an
sense.
illegal immigrant in this country. Get the fuck out. It's that simple. All of them. Every single one of them. No mercy. Cobra Kai that shit. Get him gone. That's what I voted for.
Well, he has 40 HP after I hit him like 8 times.
Yeah, so I'm glad that, you know, Dr. Phil checked him on that, because I'm so tired of the separating of families bullshit. Because that is the left's mindset, where, you know, it's going to get to a point where they're going to be like, well, we know that this guy killed someone, but we can't separate him from his family. Like, it's going to get to that point, you know, with the left constantly moving that conversation. And you could say, well, that's an extreme situation. You know what? Did you see the last 4 years with the Biden administration? Don't tell me that anything is too extreme to believe at this point. The shit
Dude, it's
that
like I
we saw
use
from the
one
Biden
gun and I
administration,
wanna,
the
and I
things
like it,
that
and
they
then it
embraced,
just starts
the
to
types
fucking
of shit
suck,
that
man.
they did, don't ever tell me that being paranoid about what the left can and will do is ridiculous. Not even close. We watched them do this over and over and over again. So yeah, I'm glad Dr. Phil did it, but then he has to backpedal, and then Bill Maher tries his little gotcha or whatever. Then why are you going? And it's just, that's that leftist mentality. Like, well, why are you going if you disagree? But yeah, Fish Titty says, I don't hate Jeremy. Wouldn't watch if I did. Okay, that's fair enough. We still have an awesome. So there you go. I had to highlight that. We had to give Fish Titty credit. Okay, had to give him credit. Battlefield, Vault 95 says Battlefield 6 or Fortnite tonight. Probably Battlefield 6. I don't know. I got to talk to the boys and see what the plan is. Battlefield 6 is a lot of fun. Zinny Biscuit says, I have several newspapers and a special edition magazine from when Earnhardt died. Crazy to go through that stuff 20 years later. I can't believe it's been 20 years since Earnhardt died. Whatever, what is it? 2001, right? So it's been over 20, it's almost 25 years now. God, it's been almost 25 years since Earnhardt died. Where does the time go? Oh,
of course he runs back.
Jeez.
What is that?
February
luck, bro?
2001. That is crazy.
Oh my god.
I can't even comprehend it. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier with the gift of membership. Thank you. Sean Living Life says, we love Fish Titty. What a timeline. Nader's Brick says, Jeremy will love Israel about the same time he'll find true love outside of his family. Tommy says, Jeremy reimburses all super chats. Right. Fun with Collecting says, Dean Kane for security and defense. Thank you. Sippin' on Sipcast says, check out Party A Family reacts to Black Panther. I think I saw that from Timeline. I'm subscribed to it. So. Nagranol says, Kanye likes fish sticks. Jeremy likes fish titty. Not a gay fish confirmed. Still a gay human. Jester pretends Brandon Herrera is running for Congress. LFG. Absolutely. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. My guess is, pros, Battlefield 6 is amazing. Guess why? It's a modern Battlefield game, not some woke bullshit like Girl Ball Fantasy, Battlefield World War II, or 2042. I highly recommend it to all units of the 199. I only have one negative, okay? I only have one negative so far. I've only played maybe like a handful of matches of domination and like a couple of the large-scale maps. I only have one negative. And you might say it's a nitpick, and that's fine. And it's nothing to do with the gameplay or anything like that. I don't like hearing women soldiers on the battlefield in the front lines of war. I don't like it. And there are female characters, and I'm like, why do I hear women screaming in the middle of a fucking war? Just saying, man. I'm just saying. I got these women soldiers in the front line, and they're yelling, and I'm like, this isn't a kitchen. Why do I hear you yelling? But the game is very good, very good. Let's see here. Fish titties produce milk
Of course, dude,
like bulls do.
that timing is fucking insane.
Darren Murphy says, Jeremy, did you see the video of Patrick Beverly finding out Karl Malone got a 13-year-old pregnant? The son was drafted into the NFL. I didn't see that video. The Karl Malone story, that's a pretty crazy story. But I haven't seen that video. Lapcoat says, how much do you charge for happy endings? I hear you're a massage agent. What's up, Alan? I see you in the chat. Lord Slug, the Mastermind, says, at this point, I don't see the left as liberals. At this point, they come off as progressive mass with totalitarianism, or totalitarian, communist and socialist, the ingredients of self-indulgence and self-destruction. You're actually right about that. You are actually right about that. Let's see. Soul Felix says, so Bill Maher was fined 300,000 missing children. Apparently. Mike S says Battlefield 6 is awesome because
Of course, once he kills me, he just runs out like a fucking
soldiers
chicken.
like Tulsi Gabbard. Well, if they all look like Tulsi, then it wouldn't be that big. Force Geek says, they're not wrong. The Pastor James Manning video is priceless and worth every second. Please watch. Oh, you know what? Let me pull it up. Let's watch it now. Let me see. Cartier family. I watch these guys a lot, so okay, right here. All right. These guys are great. Here we go. Okay, Black Pastor has black fatigue unleashes on his community. I have not seen this one, okay? Not seen. This is the Cartier family. They're great. I've been subscribed to them for a long time. So let's see what they got to say here.
I understand. We need to move beyond color. I'm not about that, but y'all raised it. If you start it, I'll end it for you. Don't start nothing. It won't be nothing. But we got a problem. Black people got a problem. Now we can move to color blindness and always look at the man by the content of his character, never the color of his skin. I'm down for that. You get my vote. Yay and amen. I'm for that. But before we get there, we need to hear some truth. Black people and white folk. Black people got a problem. And it's a God problem. When black people see the world, I don't care. You can train them. You can train a black man to be a physician. You can train him to be an astrophysicist. You can train him to be a lawyer, but you can't train him to understand the world. He doesn't know. I'm telling you. There's not 2 cents worth of difference between a mass murderer. There's not 2 cents of difference between a petty thief that's locked away in prison than a black doctor when it comes to understanding the world. Listen, you listen.
Damn. That's crazy.
We got to deal with this. And we need to begin to acknowledge it, talk about it, ask God to help us, because only God can help black people where they are. Black people had Africa, that big old continent over there. They never built one boat that was seaworthy. Not one. There's not one monument in Africa, in all of Africa. I know you're talking about Egypt. Egypt is not Africa. There are no great cities that were built. Even before the first colonization of white people coming to the shores of Africa or the slave ship, black men built nothing. No sewer system, no houses above one level, and none of them made out of stone. All of them made out of grass and wood. Black men, before the white man ever got to Africa, the worst thing that could ever happen to South Africa was when they gave it to Nelson Mandela and black folk. That was a great nation. Now, notwithstanding apartheid was wrong, we all know it's wrong. I'm against it. There should have been some other resolution, though, than turning it over to Nelson Mandela. Disease, AIDS, and crime is running wild in Johannesburg. They're killing one mother over there. They're dying of sickness. The government is mismanaged. The people who ran the nation are now leaving the nation. Because black folk don't know how to run no nation. They don't know how. And we need to say it. I know you don't like it, but you need to stop shucking and jiving. We got a problem. Nigeria produces oil every year, yet the children over there are hungry and pot-bellied and walking barefoot. We got a problem.
Objective Echo neutralized.
You talk about the Hutus and the Tutsis. Look what's going on in Zimbabwe now with Mugabe. We got a problem, black folks. And forget about Zimbabwe and South Africa, Nigeria. Look at what y'all have done in Harlem. You can't even hold on to Harlem. We got a problem. Black folk don't understand the world. You can get mad with me all you want. You can say what you, but you can't prove me wrong. Now, I'm not saying this because I hate black folk. I'm saying it because I love you enough to tell the truth. And the only person gonna ever help us get out of the situation is gonna be God. There's something wrong with the black man's mind. There's something wrong with his mind. He does not understand the world. He doesn't. I don't care if he learned medicine.
Bravo is under control.
Medicine, astrology.
So what is she writing down? She's back there writing.
So I'm really like, the old people in the back is funny too. Oh my God.
Well, both of them behind them writing stuff down.
They just sitting there like, damn, just sitting there.
Taking notes.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness, bro.
I wonder what the crowd is.
Oh man, me too, bro. It just, oh man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'll be arguing about this the whole time.
We are winning the fight. Maintain our offensive.
I was wrong for my comments, but I wanted people to prove me wrong. Basically, what nation or what can we say that we have built community-wise to prove this point to be one? That's why I can't. It's just funny because I'm just laughing off the truth. You also, they brought us over here. Well, okay, tax dollars built these communities.
Hostiles are attacking objective Echo.
So it's just hard to argue this shit, man. But this shit's
He's going pretty hard.
He's going hard.
Delta has been secured.
But hey,
I'm gonna let him finish.
Hostile forces are targeting.
No, I'm not saying this because I hate black folks. I'm saying it because I love you enough to tell the truth. And the only person gonna ever help us get out of the situation is gonna be God. There's something wrong with the black man's mind. There's something wrong with his mind. He does not understand the world. He doesn't. I don't care if he learned medicine. He doesn't understand the world. He can't even hold on to Harlem. When he was here, he moved out. We got to talk to the Lord. People, we got to talk to God. And black women.
oh no.
Shirley Chisholm. Harriet Tubman. Coretta King, one of her boys. Yeah, okay. Then we got a black president.
Hostiles have secured
But you
objective
black
Echo.
women, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all gonna let that white woman? What's wrong with you black women voting for Barack? Don't you understand? It should have been a black room if you're gonna have a black president. What's wrong with you? Y'all ain't got no sense, you black women. Your men treat you like the dogs. They walk all over you. They make you pay the bills at home, and then the preachers pimp you in the churches and make you pay the bills. Y'all crazy black women. Buy these black men private jets, the tune of $50 million for a nigga to ride around in a private jet. And you talk about look at our pastor. What's wrong with y'all women? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And what's wrong with a black man that would take that kind of money out of a poor neighborhood and buy himself a private jet? What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you?
Hey, I've never heard a pastor go this far. Whoa.
He said, what's wrong with you?
That's her body just like
This
freezes
is
me.
not real. This is crazy. This dude is New York, bro. He's crazy.
I think he in Harlem, bro.
He is crazy. Oh my God.
You know he's running from there, right?
Woo.
Ah.
Oh my God.
Just too long.
I want to address the rumors. I've seen the accusations. People are saying that this is Ryan Kinnell dressed up as the pastor. I cannot confirm nor deny that, okay? I cannot confirm nor deny that if it is Ryan or not. So I just wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way.
Buy himself a private jet. What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Black women. What's wrong with you? Vote for Barack Obama. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all?
Oh, that guy's garbage.
You niggas are crazy. Black people. Let me tell y'all something. If you don't ever hear me say preach again, they can kill me tomorrow. Let me tell you something. We're not going to ever get anywhere until we look into the mind of a black man. He doesn't think correctly. I don't care what he is. He can be a doctor. He can be an astrophysicist. The nigga ain't got no sense. You talk to him. You talk to a black man. He doesn't understand the world. He's never built anything. The most the black people have ever done, they did it here in America under white people's help. When they were in Africa, they couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, this is a submachine gun, or like, how is this a submachine gun?
Holy shit, nah. He had a lot to say. I can't believe what I just watched, actually.
You know what this reminds me of?
He said they should have never gave South Africa to Nelson Mandela. Black people didn't build no statues, no monuments. Your minds ain't work, brother. You don't understand the world. You don't understand the world. No matter if you know about literacy. You don't understand the world, nigga. We never built nothing. Man, my bitch is Lego.
That's really good, man. I appreciate you guys with that one. I see you, Gary. What's up, Gary? And Laughing Man with 50 more gifted memberships. That is 100 in total from Laughing. Chat, make sure you thank him. And, of course, Anna Paulina Legal Time with 50 gifted memberships. There it is. You guys must be a fan of Anna Paulina Luna. Okay? You must be a fan. I know I am. I know I am.
Yo, he just ate a fucking RPG to the foot, man.
So look, man. I gotta disagree.
That's a fake death right there.
With that pastor a little bit, okay? I gotta disagree with the pastor a little bit. All right, he says black people don't understand the world. I got a friend who will disagree with you. I got a friend who will disagree with you on that. Let me introduce you to my friend really quick right here.
Brother.
I disagree.
Gay rights activist, Mr. Mr. Hepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in. Good morning. What?
Oh, I thought it's fucking invincible, man.
You are transgender. You are a transgender, and you're a gay rights activist and an outspoken lesbian, homosexual. How can I describe it? Now we're looking at the raging debate. You're a gay rights activist. Why should someone be gay? You have an adult. Do you perform the natural obligations?
I'm not sexually active.
So what
by
do you do?
choice?
By choice.
I've just, chosen to do.
Doesn't that make you think?
Oh, how do you know doesn't that make me? I am male and attracted to female.
So
I'm gay.
Now, it got even better though when he brought another person into it. And I don't know if people have seen this part of this one, okay? But this is where it gets even better, right here. This is where it gets cooking.
When I did come to this show, I spoke to you. He cannot just stay. So if he storms you, he can stay. Thanks for your time. I cannot go on this debate.
Pepe Pepe, I'm sorry. Can you give me a minute?
Pepe, do you recognize some of these things here? These are some of the things they use. I want to give you evidence. You see?
Oh my god, that guy was gonna kill me.
Why? Can't you relax? And then think about the pain you're going through as society and society.
Njagala olabe ebintu bino obiraba bino ebintu bino ze karoti ze bakozesa okiwulira bakozesa karoti zino oyo omuwala gw'olabye alowooza nti musajja she thinks she's a man but she does not have a picture she's a man. So what do? To be able to try and penetrate the other person, they use carrots, bakozesa carrot okiraba bakozesa amatooke. No. Bakozesa bogoya. Bakozesa bino bicucamba. Nze mbadde mulago. I am a counselor. For many years I counsel people like her. When I counsel them, I discover that they have problems. Some of the problems is when you use something like this. So when you use something like this and you put it inside you, you read your urinary tract area. When they put it inside there behind, but
this is a disorder, right? If it's a disorder, yes. Do you feel you're handling it the right way?
Yes.
Or you're being too aggressive, too hard?
No. You see, first of all, we have the good Bible that tells us, even the Quran tells us that this is an evil. Bible yakiita kibi era netubuulira nti mu mulembe ogujja waliwo abagenda okuvaayo ng'ate beekuba ki beekuka ate nga beteekamu ki amaanyi kati okuba tumanyi sente zaaki omuwala oyo alina sente enza n'enkadde.
Don't we all, Harley? Don't we all?
I really want that up there. That's fucked up, dude. Of course, man. Can't fucking get up there, so I die.
Here we go.
I'm glad Pepe is back.
I'm glad she has got.
Can you shake hands before we proceed?
Of course. How are you, Pepe? Nsaba mukama amaanyi go bayingire omwana wa foono.
Pastor, no. Pastor, let's maintain civility on the show. Let's maintain civility. Pastor Semper argues that these are the instruments you use. Yes.
I eat this
Yes.
on my plate.
You eat them on your plate.
Yes.
You don't use them when you're having fun.
No, and Semper should stop misinforming.
Katona Alimba. Me, I'm a counselor. I've counseled many of these. First of all, start the second question.
Why don't you start with counseling other than doing confrontation? This young man.
This one is an evangelist. This is a missionary of Sodom. Uno mumisa yakulembera ekigundu kyabwe era gamba Uganda Africa Sodom Association yakikulembera balina budget ya miliyoni 44 eza dola amasoda wazagabasente akajja mu wino.
Can you justify that? Just a second. Can you justify? Let me give him a chance to respond. Pepe. Pepe, you are paid to promote homosexuality in Uganda. What's your reaction?
It is not true. Claims about money and I do not even earn the amount of money. I do not even earn $100 a month or even annually. I do not make the money that he thinks that we make. I'm talking
just a second,
talking about promotion, recruitment and all those things. They do not exist. It's just the pastors and his group, their propaganda.
Do you
just to stop voting.
Do you believe that there's been sexual abuse in this country?
My bullets didn't even hit him.
Yourselves as human rights promoters. This guy does human rights promoters.
Just ask the question again.
Do you believe that there's been sexual abuse, actually sodomy, unleashed towards kids, towards underage children, and towards the vulnerable.
Propagated by my work.
Yes.
There is no such thing. There is
What's
no
your
such
work?
thing.
What's your work? What does your work entail?
It entails advocacy around sexualization and gender identity. And this includes making sure that people
The bottom line is sexual identity is a made-up thing made up by mentally ill people. When your sexual identity is your identity, you are mentally ill. Now again, I don't care what you do in the privacy of your own home or your bedroom. I really don't care. A lot of people do a lot of fucked up stuff, and that's their business. The moment that you make your sexuality, your persona, what you're to be known for, you're showing that you have a mental illness. No one
Dude, why is there
cares.
always two people, bro?
And regardless of, we operate in a world of statistics. That's just how things operate. So while you can probably point to, well, Jeremy, not all of the LGBT crowd is fucked up, and I would agree, fine. You know, there's probably, you know, people out there that aren't that fucked up, but the majority of them that are out there won't shut the fuck up about their identity. They want to have parades on the street where they are naked in front of children. They want to tell you who they are. They wear their fucking gay flag everywhere. They have to tell you, like, this is who I am. And when you start doing that, you are showing the world that you have a mental fucking illness. So the majority of the people involved with that aspect of the world and the community are fucked up and weird. And we judge them harshly for that.
That people access health services, they access education, they access, you know, like...
Somebody in the chat said, Scott Pressler is a good one. Listen, I like all the work Scott Pressler does. A lot of his personality seems performative to me. It just does. Like, normal men just don't act like that. They don't priss around like that. They don't flaunt like that. They don't walk like that. It seems performative. He's doing great work, okay? He's done amazing stuff. I got nothing against him, but it seems very performative the way he acts.
Like the so-called normal Ugandans. We advocate for every person to be treated the same. Not because I am a transgender person, you treat me differently. We're all Ugandans and we are protected
Do you
by
need counseling?
the Constitution. I do not need
Okay,
counseling.
Sebo, let me help you, sir.
I do not need
I'm glad she's talking about for everyone. No, it's a she. You see, this one is a banana.
Don't abuse someone's
There's
sex.
I know her.
This gentleman is a
No,
transgender.
she's a female. There are no two. It is either male or female. Let me first tell you, sodomy is about confusion.
Get to running, boy.
Now, I want to bring you to speed. This person is confused, and she's exporting her confusion. She's a woman, but she's thinking, excuse me, Phil, I've given you a chance. You see, a banana is different from a cucumber. A carrot is different from a banana. I want you to understand. You cannot equate. No, these are not equal. So for you to say we are advocating for everyone's right, when you are a sodomite, you are committing a crime. And a crime that makes you social, excuse me. No, you have a social obligation. This is the truth. You have a social obligation when you commit a crime. If you knock someone, you commit a crime. So for you to come and say, we want to advocate for anyone's rights, criminals and innocent people, they are not the same. Men and women are not the same.
Just sitting in a
So,
bush.
have you been affected by what they do?
Of course.
How?
I am at Makerere. These people have begun several organizations. First of all, the Americans and the Europeans are putting a lot of money in the faculty of law to train people like this one in how to come and speak. Now she's going to go back and ask for money. Again, I follow you ardently on your Facebook. I follow you ardently. So I'm not uninformed. This one is part of sexual minorities, Uganda. Part of their groups, when they get pregnant.
This dude is awesome, dude. This guy's got his shit together. He doesn't care. Like, he is a badass. He's got his shit together, and he walked in there with a purpose freaking love it. Look, and like when people, like I don't care about people getting offended over things. Like it doesn't matter to me. I talk to people in a way where it's like, if you get offended over anything I say, that's your problem, not my problem. So if there are, you know, gay people that are watching this stream, or if there are people that are following the channel or follow Geeks and Gamers, like I expect that they are people that can deal with the obvious criticisms that go along with the community, the LGBT plus QIA, whatever fucking letters are added to it or whatever. You know, I talk about like getting offended is for the weak. So like self-awareness is one of the most important qualities a human being can have. So like I'm an Alabama football fan, all right? People generally that have interactions with Alabama football fans walk away with a negative perception of Alabama fans because Alabama fans are obnoxious as fuck. Am I supposed to be offended because people say Alabama fans are obnoxious? No, Alabama fans are obnoxious. They are. Especially when Saban was there. Like, obnoxious as fuck. So am I gonna, oh, I can't believe that you're saying what the truth is? The truth is Alabama fans are fucking obnoxious. They just are. Just like Eagles fans are obnoxious. Just like Cowboy fans are obnoxious. And that is what the fan base created by their own behavior. So people are reacting to the perception of the behavior. You might not be part of what that perception is, but that still doesn't change that that's the perception. And the LGBTQ plus community are a bunch of fucked up weirdos based on the perceptions that the majority of them the guy has created. That's the truth. If you don't like it, get your community in line. But they're all fucked up and weird.
They chase them away. I've been counseling about 5 girls who, because when the lesbians get pregnant, then they come and tell me what is going on. Their life is full of bitterness. Party after party. She can never have children.
You love what?
Of course, she
and
will.
you're protected by the Constitution.
Yes, I am protected by the Constitution.
Where is the constitutional provision that promotes homosexuality?
I told you it's not homosexuality.
What?
I do human rights.
No, bullshit. That's bullshit.
You say human rights. We said show them.
We have watched this on this channel before a long time ago, just so you guys know.
We have said, she says sexual minorities. Confusion of the highest
How does
order.
that recall so fucking
So what they
hard?
do is they cover the baptismal name for that word is
Yes.
sodomy. But they are giving themselves a new name, sexual minority.
You know, Semper, you confuse sexual.
Yes. Yes. No! The Bible says open rebuke is better than secret love. This girl needs to be told she's a girl. No, this girl needs to be told she's a woman, not a man. The longer you continue on addressing her
What if they walk away from
nawe
him like
otandika okulimbibwa uno mwana muwala era singa manyi n'ab'ekika kye. What tribe are you, by the way? Olaba tamanyi na ggwanga li. What clan are you? Takimanyi asirise. Do you have fathers and grandfathers? Of course he does. Takimanyi tagana kiddamu kimuswaza. What is your tribal name? Yes, in the black people, we have ancestors and descendants. The living today provide grandchildren for our ancestors. This young woman is denying her members of the family a chance to have children. In Africa, that is so bad.
If he's not come to your son or daughter, why don't you let them be?
No, you see, in Africa, we don't go with what I do is what I feel. I am because I am. In Africa, we I am because we are a community. We always ask, oyo mwana wani. Kati mubuziza, oli mwana wani. Kimulemye okuddamu. Saka wulirize. Mubuziza, ono mwana wani. Kati ekyo saba nakyogerako. Olw'ensonga, lwaki onatuula wa n'abeera ng'ayogera ebisiyaga ne batamukwata. Ssente etambula wansi ne waggulu. Bayina Obama, balina David Cameron, balina abazungu bonna ono bamuwa ekirabo kyo Clinton, awarded Clinton, bali awo beegabire sente n'ebirabo byotala, ono alina visa agenda America lwa bisiyaga. Sinti alina kyakoze ekyamaanyi wabula kola ki kulya bisiyaga ono bamuwa. She's being given a minorities. What is minorities? Please, I want, don't you see now we're back to no, minorities, they are trying to say majorities and minorities. You cannot equate, okay, a carrot with a banana. And I want this young woman to explain to you.
Let's give him a chance.
What does she use for sex? What do they use for sex? What do you use? What do you use for sex? As a man,
Stop insulting my food.
You see, they don't even want to talk about
okay, let's hear from you.
Why don't you respect yourself?
No, how do you? Okay, I'll put this one here. To see if she will answer.
You hear the sense of rage that is coming.
That's Africa.
And several other Africans who believe that their culture is being eroded by your human rights organizations.
It is not being eroded. I told you earlier, we are generally a tolerant society. And when I see people like Martin Semper, so disrespectful, so outraged, so I am so disappointed that someone like this is so to have people like this lead us mislead is really appealing. My family this is Uganda, and let me tell you, I am not going anywhere.
Have you looked at this movie's footage?
I have seen the record.
You discussed
how did you feel? How did you feel?
I was outraged.
Why were you outraged?
Me?
Yes.
I choose not to go.
Can I pull up your Facebook?
Please do, please do, because you are lying to the entire country. You are lying to the entire country, Semper. You might be so vocal, yeah? You might be so vocal. And that's not
okay,
and those are not the things that I used. I was outraged. Yeah?
Was to discuss the pros and cons of this kind of advocacy. Today, rather recently, we had President saying that these people can go on for as long as they do not recruit or promote. What do you make of the president?
You see, the president is being pressurized. Me for 3 years, they have opened court cases against me. They have spoken people against me. They have told me they threaten death. I believe their threats. Americans want to bomb people. When you are alone, they harass you. So President Museveni has been harassed for 3 years. You remember when they had a wedding in Wandegate? What did he say? We will shoot, we will arrest them, we shoot them. They began pampering him and campaigning him. 2-3 years later, when this bill came on, when they harassed him, slow. All the NRM said, no, Mr. President.
But we have an existing legal framework in this country.
Wait. Now, he goes, you see Mama Mbabas, he goes to Italy, okay? Rebecca Kadaga goes dancing.
They supporting the
Yeah, you know what? That was amazing. I don't know if we watched all of it the last time that we viewed it, but man, that was good stuff right there. It doesn't get any better. All right, so I meant to show this earlier, but Laughing Man says Jeremy never reads my comments. Look at Laughing Man. He's got like 100 gifted messages tonight. Laughing Man says Jeremy never reads my comments. President Trump going after Nancy Pelosi and her interesting husband. President Trump on disgusting degenerate Nancy Pelosi and her very interesting husband. Crooked Nancy Pelosi and her interesting husband beat every hedge fund in 2024. In other words, these two very average minds beat all of the super geniuses on Wall Street. Thousands of them. It's all inside information. Is anybody looking into this? She is a disgusting degenerate who impeached me twice on no grounds and lost. How are you feeling now, Nancy? Trump ain't letting it go. The Don does not forget.
Bro, of course there's a fucking loser right there, bro. Every fucking time.
So, good stuff right there. And wanted to tell everybody about that. Look, Nancy Pelosi,
Fucking loser can't win a
along with so
gunfight
many
unless someone
others
isn't
in not only the
even using a
Democratic
gun.
Party, but the Republican Party is very corrupt. She just is.
Fucking garbage, dude.
And I think Nancy Pelosi is probably among the most corrupt, for sure. She is a terrible person. I don't know what she's worth, but she's worth like several millions of dollars. And you're like, how did you get that money by being a politician? How did that happen? Explain that to me. Thank you for your attention to this matter, says Laughing Man. I agree with that. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm glad that Trump is calling her out. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? This might be the reason, Forrest Geek might be the reason that whole video happened, because of that $5 super chat right there. Ted M says Brandon Herrera just announced he's running for Texas. Let's see, let's effing go. Hell yeah, man. I know, I talked about it a little bit earlier, so really happy about that. I saw Gary tweeting about it. Let's see, Whisperman says, I heard you say you prefer small maps in Battlefield because of the sniping. Get used to using cover and smoke grenades. The Battlefield 3 is fire so far. Yeah, it's just a style change in how my play is for those bigger maps for sure. But I'll adapt. The Good White says gonna squat on Mars' house until he gives me money and health care. I'll bring my kids too, so he can't evict me. Harley Dave. You are not for 20. Jeremy, the problem is that I also love lesbians. You know, don't we all?
Dude, did I just not have teammates there, bro? Like,
I've never had a problem with women being gay as long as they're hot. I think that's a very logical rule. All right. No problem with hot lesbians. Okay. Zero problem with hot lesbians. And for all those people, you know, because all these people are always like he's intimidated by strong women in movies. Listen, there are certain websites that carry movies that I prefer female-only movies.
We now control more objectives.
I think representation is important in those movies. I think they should be all female-led, and they should star only females. Big Alex for 20 says, to be honest, Gary, the only reason why I don't like this stuff with ICE is because U.S.-born patriots like Kerry Lopez were almost reported on the administration not understanding all persons get due process. Keyword is persons. Well, you know, ultimately, you're talking about millions and millions of illegal immigrants because one person gets caught up because of a mass illegal immigration problem. We're not supposed to stop because one person or a few people get caught up in it. Like, that's just not how this works. That's just, you can't point to like, well, there was a mistake here or there was a mistake there. And like, okay, well, that happens and I'm sorry. But the bottom line is our country has had an illegal invasion that we have to clear them out. Bottom line. And this is what happens when Democrats are in power and allow our country to be overrun. And we have to be put in the position where we have to do what we're having to do now. Luis C says, I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't walk around with no purse no more. That's a great clip, too. Harley Dave says, this is climate change for 20. Harley Dave says, the cradle of life spitting facts. Sean Living Life says, well, we all know that pastor won't be invited to Beardo's Pro Island. Pablo Yogi says, dollars for the low IQ trolls in the chat. Seek help. Thank you you, Bobo Yogi. Big Al says, Jeremy, I hope you get help. David Phillips says, where is Joe Brown when we need him? He's a badass. Is that Karen Bass? I highlighted that one. Rage from Harley Dave. David Phillips says, is that Big Mike's sis? Oh boy. Good old Big Mike. Vance is second Halloween 2003.
Dude, I don't have a team,
Women do
bro.
go outside of the wire. Remember Jessica Lynch. Females do serve and do go on tomboys. Well, they do, but they shouldn't. So, that's just, you know. I mean, hey, can men play in the WNBA? Just curious about that. Can men play in the WNBA? Answer that question for me, Chad. Can anybody answer the question for me? Besides Brittany Griner. Besides Brittany Griner. So let me get this straight. Women don't have rights, but men do. Where is the all male league that like, so if a woman wanted to play in the
I
NBA,
die so
if
fast
they
I
could
can't
justify
even
that she was good enough,
click the
she would be
mouse
allowed.
button.
Men don't play in the WNBA because they're not good enough. Men don't play in the WNBA because they're not allowed. That sounds sexist to me. That sounds sexist to me. Women say they don't have rights. Women have more rights in this country than men do. If I hook up with
So
a
these
chick,
people
get her
bots
pregnant,
when I'm literally don't have my hand on the
that
fucking
woman can
mouse,
have an
they can't
abortion
even
without
hit
my
me.
say-so. Women have more rights than men. Men's rights are important. I think men's rights are important and men's rights are under attack. Women have more rights in this country than men do. So there you go. And again, that's me being that's an argument against the feminist propaganda bullshit out there. Feminism is a cancer. Feminism is a disease. It's ruined so many things right now. And Wizard Man says crashing out. Barker says WWE going to be
Like,
call DWE.
hitting them with an RPG and getting hit markers
Mike
after
S
hit
says
markers.
the boys piss break is over. Back to those nasty headshots. 199 if you want to snipe on the controller. Increase your scope sensitivity to at least 160 plus, and you're aiming your preference. Thank you, Mike. I'm looking forward to getting into that. Again, what's the beta ends what? I'm not going to be available Sunday, but I think there's another open beta. But I'm really looking forward to just really playing this game. I really can't wait. Harley Dave says Jeremy suddenly cares about Africans. And thank you for your attention to this matter. Good old Trump. Let's see. Trying to find. There was another one I wanted to highlight. Siphon says he's so upset he switched his native language. That is some of the best entertainment ever, man. Chris Gonzalez says, find the Samsung clip yet? I found a couple of Samsung clips, but I couldn't find the one that I wanted. So I'm still looking.